Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Good Saturday morning to you all. Hope you guys are feeling well out there, having a great start to your day, great start to your weekend. We got some things to talk about this morning. Winter weather is flying around out there as I speak for a good little chunk of the country. We're going to talk about that and how it will continue to be a thing today, as I'm expecting a pretty wintry day across areas of the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley. The Great Lakes snow machine's going to kick up with these lake effect snow squalls and snow showers. They're certainly going to get going. They could drop several inches of snow. And then we're going to break down just this moving cold front. We're going to have one last warm day across the southeast. We'll talk about that, but stay tuned tonight. We'll continue to break down this pattern. This is going to be a big weekend of trying to figure out what's going to happen this coming work week. I'm expecting maybe two, maybe as much as three systems to swing through parts of the country. And with cold air nearby, that could mean more chances of winter weather. So we're going to talk about that tonight and continue to break those things down in the evening videos. If you guys have not subscribed, certainly consider doing that, guys. Listen, winter is literally right in front of us. And that's when I thrive. And certainly that's when my passion really oozes through. And, that's when the channel really got going, was last winter, really took off. And I just love talking about winter weather. It's the most fun topic weather-wise to talk about, in my opinion. And really, winter weather is really what piqued my interest in weather. So I'm really looking forward to talking about that. Twitter's a great way to follow along, and Facebook also. If you guys got anything I can pray about, pray over, please put in the comments below. It gives me an opportunity to pray over it, and I promise you others will also pray over your prayer request. And it's a great way to glorify God. So let's get rolling here. Let's look at watches and warnings. These are freeze warnings ongoing right now. It's very cold. This cold front dropped through and put some of the coldest air of the fall season so far in these areas. These are winter weather advisories. It's crazy. It's just getting to that time of the year where it's hard to upgrade to a winter storm warning, but several inches of snow is certainly likely into areas of Michigan, basically on the eastern side of Lake Michigan, where basically, the cold fronts came through, very cold air is moving over these Great Lakes, going to fire off the Great Lakes snow machine here with these lake effect snow squalls, showers, and just heavy snow. You got this one county right here in northern Wisconsin with a winter storm warning. We look at water vapor loop, at what's going on. This is the little system right here that is pumping out some snow. One shocker this morning was in and around the St. Louis area. Really, it was just east of the St. Louis area where temperatures dropped down well into the 20s, and a big band of snow really got going just east of St. Louis. And there's a guy that's known in the weather community that lives in Illinois. He posted this video, some great videos, just east of St. Louis, where a huge band of snow set up. And guys, to me, that looks like 4 or 5 inches of snow that fell, guys. And, we talked about last night that at least I think a couple areas could see maybe 1, maybe as much as 2 inches of snow. This is definitely overperforming past anybody's forecast. I think the National Weather Service in St. Louis had this area potentially getting 0 to 1 inch. It's just one of those things. These little small systems can really overperform. And I mentioned that, it was possible that we could get some heavy snow returns from this, but this is incredible. And this snow will probably stick around all day just because the cold air is really locked into this area. So we look at the radar actually out of St. Louis. This is what's left over of that band. I think that guy who posted it, he lived just east of Bellyville, or hopefully I said that town right. And it looks like he got about 4 or 5 inches of snow. It's pretty wild, but this huge band of snow set up. It's actually moving east now, but we continue let's move towards the radar out of Louisville, Kentucky. I forgot how to spell Louisville or something, but check this out. It's actually snowing in portions of Louisville, Kentucky right now, and then we just got some just flat out heavier snow up into Bloomington, Indiana, and it is snowing in Indianapolis. We go up to the Indianapolis radar, and I think Indianapolis could get a few inches of snow off this with this back band that's about to pop up right here. Here it is. This is just a maintaining band of snow about to move through Indianapolis, and it's pretty wild. If I look at my phone, my Surface app, and just take a look at the temperatures in the Indianapolis area. I can look at this really quick, guys, on the fly. It is below freezing, so it's around 30 degrees in the Indianapolis area. So listen, this is going to stick. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter how warm it's been lately. This little band of snow moving through is going to stick in Indianapolis, and it's moving through as I speak right now. But this is some pretty incredible stuff. One thing that's going to be fascinating to see, and some of the models are really showing up today, that we could certainly, let's get to Ohio. Radar's pulled up here. Let's see if we can get the one out of Wilmington here. Is to watch how this snow gets into Ohio today. I know I got some viewers from Ohio. I really think that this system will really throw one last really punch of heavy precipitation into Ohio. I know Ohio State plays Indiana today, and I think that's going to be a snow game. I think it'll be snowing in the 30s, and I think we'll have quite a few snow games today. I think everybody likes watching a good snow game, and I know this looks like rain here, but listen, I really think that this area of Ohio could certainly get a burst of snow before the system eventually weakens. But this system's certainly overperforming, guys. We look at the HRRR model on how this could potentially unfold today. We're going to take a look at basically the main three states of the Ohio Valley, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and all the surrounding regions. This is kind of what's going on right now. This band of snow and a mix in the pink. This isn't freezing rain. This is sleet, snow mix, or just rain, snow mix. It's crazy. You got this system moving through, and at the same time, the Great Lakes snow machines are kicking up. Lake effect snow is just getting going. So you got this flow right here, and then you got this system right here, and they're associated with two different things. So in areas of northern Indiana, you could be getting some snow this morning, and then turn around and get some more snow off basically lake effect snow. So from two different kind of pieces of energy, if you will. But this continues to move through. We're getting towards lunchtime at this point. This is around late morning. Could be a nice intense burst of snow in areas of southern Ohio, southwest Ohio. Still snowing pretty heavily potentially in northern Kentucky. And just a nice little band. I know I keep saying nice like everybody likes winter precipitation. I love talking snow, guys. You'll notice that if you're a new viewer that didn't watch my content over the winter, I love talking snow. I do. So I treat it like it is special, because to me it is. I love snow. Indiana, it's still snowing. Late morning, and then it finally tapers off, and then here comes these lake effect snow bands pivoting through. And just in general, just some squally weather. These bands of snow will be ripping through, and these will be quite heavy, just like lake effect snow always is. But this is what you watch for today, Ohio. We're starting to get to the middle of the day, starting to get about early afternoon, lunchtime, 1-2 p.m. And this band of snow, it will be fighting with just afternoon temperatures, but I think rates will cause the column to collapse, and we're going to have some kind of band of heavy snow into Ohio a little bit later today. We'll watch that. It's going to have a little bit harder of a time accumulating than what the snow did earlier this morning around St. Louis and points south. But if it snows hard enough, it's going to stick on the ground. Snowfall from the HRRR model for this entire little event, all this up here is basically from the Great Lakes and just some squally weather kind of showing up here. But down here, this is from this little system. Watch out northern Kentucky. Quick couple inches of snow could drop overnight. I'm sorry, not overnight, but this morning. But look at the middle of Ohio. A few inches of snow in and around the Columbus area. Maybe we get accumulating snow during the game today. I know I keep mentioning college football, but it's just always interesting and fascinating to me, snow falling in college football, especially in November. It's always really cool and neat. But, we're watching this. We flip over to the Northeast and how this system does as it continues to work its way northeast. Well, I mentioned Pittsburgh potentially seeing rain switching to snow. It's looking like this system, as of right now, might kind of fizzle out this afternoon, but it's important to watch radar trends, guys. I can show you this HRRR model all day until the cows come home, but you could get a little bit of snow that tries to come in here into western Pennsylvania. But this moves through, the cold air moves through, and regardless, here comes the lake effect snow firing off these two Great Lakes right here. Lake Erie, certainly going to have some lake effect snow firing off. In fact, I just go on and look at the 06Z HRRR model and continue to go through in time. We're getting into the middle of the night tonight. And regardless, I think Pittsburgh could see a little bit of snow flying around into the wee hours of the morning tomorrow morning, into maybe sun coming up. But look at these intense lake effect snow bands firing off here. We'll see what happens. The southeast today, really, the cold front is moving in, and we'll watch some showers ahead of this front. Maybe a heavier downpour or two this afternoon and evening for the Carolinas up to Virginia, and maybe into Georgia and the Panhandle of Florida. It's not going to be a big weather story, though. But the south central U.S., it quiets down, and we're already watching another system early next week for you guys, but nothing really going on in the south central U.S. The north central U.S., though, it's a different story. If you're in Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, and basically western Michigan, northern Michigan, it's going to be a wintry afternoon for you guys. Even Chicago could get some snow showers that makes its way through. This is for this afternoon and this evening right here. These lake effect snow bands are really kicking through off Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, and it's going to be wild. A lot of areas could overperform, and it's going to be really cool to see what happens here and how much snow could fall in these areas. I know I got a guy up here on the UP of Michigan. Guy, let me know how much snow you get off this lake effect snow event. Certainly looks like a lot of areas of the UP of Michigan could get a lot of snow off this. And then we're getting into tomorrow morning. Lake effect snow still popping off here. And yeah, could be a lot. Between now and tomorrow morning, could certainly see a good bit of snow. Several inches of snow into the UP of Michigan. If you hear a scratching in the background, it's my cat trying to get into my room. She is just all over me this morning. So if you hear that, I apologize. It's my cat scratching on my door. Anyways, but we're watching this. A lot of snow, over a foot of snow could fall over the next 24 hours in areas of the UP of Michigan. And then in the extreme western areas of Michigan down here, you're basically going to have basically a northwest-north flow here firing off Lake Michigan. And for you extreme western counties, basically the western counties bordering Lake Michigan, several inches of snow is going to fall in these lake effect snow bands firing off here. And this is the blend of all models. I love looking at this. I feel like it's a great model to look at. But you see, in the rest of Wisconsin, you see these little small totals popping up here. That is from some of these snow showers that just kind of drift all the way through the state of Michigan and even make it all the way into northern Illinois a little bit later today. So temperatures today, a moving air mass continues. So, if you're in areas of a big city like Birmingham, Alabama, the temperatures are not really going to climb today. In fact, they might drop throughout the afternoon. Powerful cold front moves through. But, if you live in areas of the Carolinas, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, enjoy today. If you're a big warm weather fan, even all the way up to Boston, it'll climb into the 60s. Down east areas of Maine, certain areas could hit the 60s. Enjoy today, last warm day for the foreseeable future. Really is, guys. And then this cold front moves through. But these are high temperatures, the Ohio Valley, stuck in the 30s. Some of these areas that saw several inches of snow today might struggle just because, or overnight last night, just because you got some snowpack. But bright sunshine will come out and try to melt that snow. But certain areas might struggle to get out the freezing mark. And areas of southeast Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. But cold air mass locked into place up here in the north central U.S. The entire state of Minnesota won't get above freezing most likely. Same thing with Iowa, the Dakotas, and just a very cold air mass. And very chilly day in Texas. Very chilly day. Dallas won't get out the 40s. Whole entire state of Oklahoma most likely will struggle to get out the 40s. So looking ahead, we'll talk about this tonight. The video might be a little bit later just because my team plays at 4. But I'll get the video out for sure. We watch this system today. This moves through. And then here comes the second system. This could be a big, not a big, substantial, huge snowstorm for Oklahoma. But this could certainly be a appreciable winter event for Oklahoma, maybe Kansas, maybe areas of Arkansas, and even Missouri. We got to watch this. And then the system just kind of fizzles out to the north. That moves through. And this potentially will likely bring snow to Maine, interior areas and northeast. And then we watch a southern system right here. Cold air on top, a lot of moisture to the south. And the GFS last night actually showed a pretty substantial winter storm for areas right into here. The latest GFS is a little bit too far south, but you see this little bit of blue that pops up here. It gives you the idea that moisture is really close to cold air right into here. It doesn't quite get there, but a very active pattern, very aggressive pattern showing up, and we really need to watch this system about a week out, about 5 to 6 days out, actually, not even a week out. So that's all I got, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless all y'all. Have yourselves a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you soon.